Hello YouTube, this is Redneck Atheist 79 making my first actual video. I made a little hello video thanking some of the people who have inspired me. Thunderfoot, Don Accident, Extant, Dodo, Aaron Raw, just to name a few. Definitely the big ones, Thunderfoot especially, your Why Do People After Creationist series. If you can tell by my name, Redneck Atheist, I'm from North Carolina. Being an atheist here, also being gay friendly and pro-choice, doesn't make me popular. But this is a video response to Kent Hovind. I've seen all of his seminars. I just got finished watching CSE 103 Class 3. I won't be showing any of that because I don't know how to do that yet. But I wanted to hit a bunch of points here that I couldn't help but say something. So where to begin? First off, Mr. Hovind, and I call you Mr. because if you get your doctorate degree from a double wide, it doesn't count. Just the way that works. Sorry. Creation. First off, I want to say, Mr. Hovind, I genuinely think that you believe in Jesus Christ. You believe that He's the only way to heaven. You believe that without Him, people burn in hell, because that's what your loving God has chosen to set the system up as. So I'm not faulting your motives. Well, despite the fact that every 3 minutes you're trying to sell something. Hey, everybody's got to make some money. Make your paper, man. Make your paper. I ain't hating on you for that. Just a list of things here that I've got. First off, no proof for creation, or no proof for evolution. Yeah. Let's start with gill slits. First off, nobody's saying they're gill slits. They are precursors for gill slits. See, evolution is real. I understand that you call it a theory, but just to dumb this down for you without going into a long explanation that's already been covered, in science speak, theory means fact. Okay? That's simplifying it a little bit, but fact, as much as fact can be determined in science. Scientists use qualifiers because they acknowledge that evidence can come along that changes their theory, and then they change it. That's why science is so cool. It grows, it changes, and when it's mistaken, it says, oops, we were mistaken, and then it moves on, because it's better. You asked for, or you advocate equal time for creationism being taught in schools. Here's the problem with that. Just because some people believe it doesn't make it a valid theory. Would you advocate, let's say, Holocaust deniers? Like when they teach kids about the Holocaust, should they give equal time to all the evidence saying that the Holocaust didn't happen? Would that be fair to you? How about flat Earth theory? There are people that believe the Earth is flat and that the sun orbits around it. Should they also be given equal time? How about the flying spaghetti monster with his noodly appendage? Pirate wear. The day they teach that, should the kids be forced to wear pirate wear? I'm just saying. If it's a theory, there are actually more Holocaust deniers than there are creationists, so they should get equal time too, I think. If you want creation to be taught as a scientific theory, find some science to back it up. Find some science. God says it, I believe it, that settles it. Doesn't count. Doesn't count. That's religion. It's a belief. And you're welcome to it. I just don't want my tax dollars paying for it. Oh, by the way, these are not my kids. They're just pictures of them. Oh, all the times I've heard you say that. Anyway, let's see. I'm just going to go through the list here. Hitler wasn't an atheist. He was a Roman Catholic. He was a devout Roman Catholic. He did not start killing Jewish people because evolution said they were inferior. He did it because he was a psychopath and didn't like Jewish people. That's it. Also, you are not a scientist. You are not qualified to determine what is a true scientific theory and what is not. That's what scientists do. If you wish to disprove their theories, then come up with some evidence, get it published, start an actual science debate. Anybody can do it, even me, and I'm just a redneck. You say several times that evolution would not win in a court of law. Science doesn't go through a court of law. That's not how it works. You went to a court of law and lost miserably. But I'm going to get to that. Don't worry. I'm coming to that later. Um, Quit asking for people to show you evidence if every time you get evidence you're going to say, la la la, not true, not true. You're not qualified to make that determination. There is a fossil record. There are countless transitional forms and more to be found. Precursors for gill slits are real. The recurrent laryngeal nerve that Professor Dawkins has a great video on, that's another thing you should look up. Proof for evolution, proof against an intelligent designer. Something you should look at. Saying that there's controversy in evolution, or amongst scientists about evolution, that's just not true, man. It's just not true. There are some scientists who believe in creation. The overwhelming majority of scientists believe in evolution. And when I say believe, I really shouldn't say it. It's just, how I speak. It's not believe. It's acknowledge. You believe in Christianity. Osama bin Laden believes in his religion. Islamic people believe in the Prophet Muhammad and that he was visited by an angel. They believe it because there's no proof for it. It makes them happy to believe it. Evolutionists acknowledge the fact of evolution. There's a difference there. I've got nothing against faith. I have faith that this chair will hold me up. I have faith that these cigarettes will kill me. I just don't care. Blind faith is what I don't like. Vestigial. Apparently nobody's told you what that means. Let me help you with it. Tailbones, appendages, male nipples. These things are vestigial organs. Now, you seem to operate in the opinion that vestigial means not needed or has no function. This is not accurate. The tailbone definitely has a function, as your wife found out when she broke hers, as anyone who's broken their tailbone has found out. These things have functions. What vestigial means is that they are leftover organs or parts of organs from our ancestors. Like the tailbone, for example. Those muscles in our ancestors did control a working tail. They don't anymore. That doesn't mean they don't do anything. That doesn't mean it doesn't hurt if you break it. It doesn't mean your appendix doesn't help with your immune system, because clearly it does. But yes, you could live without your arms and your eyes and everything too. But your eyes are still doing what they were designed to do. I don't know what the appendix was designed to do. I'm not scientifically trained by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, a lot of my knowledge from evolution has come from the research I did, being inspired by Thunderfoot, Don Excidence, Aaron Raw, Extant Dodo, 2 or 3 other people, watching Kirk Cameron and that psycho friend with the mustache. I can't remember his name right now. But it does not mean needed for life. It means organs that are left over, that are sort of just left in the design. Okay, left in the body. From when we use it. So again, Mr. Hovind. Oh, something else I wanted to cover. I alluded to covering this a minute ago. You are not a political prisoner. Your seminars and your classes are all over the internet, posted by many people. I happened to find this one very soon after it was posted. I'm sure Thunderfoot, Don Exodus, blah blah blah, could have done a much better job, a much better video. But in the description, it lists you as a political prisoner. It says you're being persecuted for your Christian beliefs. This is not the case. This is not the case. Nelson Mandela was a political prisoner. You are a criminal. You failed to file your taxes. Now, I've seen your seminar on this. I understand your logic. You feel that filing that form means asking permission from the government to be a church after you've already been told by God to be a church. That's not what it is. You're allowed to be a church. I can start a church if I want to. That form says you are a church. It's declaring yourself as a church for purposes of taxes. A paper, a piece of paper. I don't know how many pieces of paper in it, but a form from the IRS. You get it, you fill it out, you declare yourself a church, and now you get to enjoy the tax-free status that churches in our country get. That's all you had to do. That's it. You are not in prison because you are a political prisoner because you have Christian beliefs. You are in prison because you failed to fill out your tax forms. I find it highly ironic that all the times I've heard you say, you can believe in evolution, you can believe in anything you want, but it's a belief, it's a religion, and I don't want my tax dollars paying to teach it to kids. The irony there is that you haven't paid taxes in how many years? 10 years, $600,000 in fine. Even your wife got sent up for a couple of years, didn't she? I mean, how about when you come out, you go ahead and you get that packet and fill it out. And then you don't have to pay taxes, and you get to keep your white self out of jail. Um, anyway, I look forward to commenting on some more of your videos here. And, yeah, don't drop the soap, man.